So I put out a poll today about DC Fandome because I was wondering which movies are you excited for at DC Fandome? And it looks like most of you are excited for The Batman. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. First, we're going to talk about DC Fandome, then Shazam, Fury of the Gods, a little bit of Batgirl, Matt Reeves, the Batman. Is there going to be a Wonder Woman cameo? And maybe some final thoughts about Ben Affleck Batman. Alright, let's talk about DC Fandome. DC Fandome is coming around the corner, landing on October 16th, streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and of course on DCFandome.com. Now, the lineup of what's going to be revealed at DC Fandome for the DC films are this. This is coming from Get Fandom. New trailer for The Batman. First look at Black Adam. Sneak peek at Flash. Behind the scenes look at Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Behind the scenes look at Shazam, Fury of the Gods. And new content from DC League of Super Pets. I'm really intrigued by the new trailer for The Batman. That's probably the one that excites me the most as well. Robert Pattinson's The Batman. I'm really curious how scary and horrifying and the plot twist, the mystery, and the intrigue of this movie seems to be getting. But I'm also curious to see what Black Adam is all about, because then we'll get to see the actual costumes and suits for Black Adam and the Justice Society of America. Then we get the sneak peek for The Flash. And I think we got a little bit of a leak of that before, but I'm really curious to see what they will show, because I'm thinking this Flash movie is not just going to be a Flash movie. It might have a Justice League type event. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, I don't think they're going to show much because it's behind the scenes look, but it's kind of cool to see that, because remember when Aquaman came out and they showed a teaser or a trailer, but nobody got to see it other than people in Hall H. So I think this is really special that the entire world gets to watch at the same time and experience the behind the scenes, even concept art or even a little tease of Aquaman the Lost Kingdom this time around. We're also going to get a behind the scenes look at Shazam Fury of the Gods, which is very curious because he's going to have a few months to actually prep something together for that, and hopefully there's a little bit more than just behind the scene and maybe a little teaser as well. Let's talk about Shazam Fury of the Gods. Remember when Asher Angel said that we're wrapped filming, and then David F. Sandberg came on and says, no, we're not wrapped filming. Some characters are, but not the whole film production. Finally, David F. Sandberg has confirmed that it's a wrap, showing off this clapperboard here, and also shared a shot from Instagram of what looks like to be a blown out bedroom. Someone either blew out of this room or someone tried to blow into this room. I don't know what's going on, but I can certainly see that the action is going to be bigger, the CGI is going to be better, the adventure is going to be a lot more epic this time around. So I'm really curious to see how big and how massive this movie is going to be compared to the first one at DC Fandome, at least. Now, there's a movie that's going to be filmed, and that is Batgirl. This is coming from Geek Vibes Nation, who got it from Glasgow Live. Batgirl looks to begin filming this November in Glasgow. And like Grace Randolph said, Glasgow apparently is going to be the city they'll use for all Gotham City scenes for any movie that is going to utilize Gotham City. Also, I don't know when The Flash is going to be done filming, but there's a good chance that when she gets there, she can also film maybe a cameo for the Flash movie. That's my guess. I don't actually know, but might as well. You're all there, so, I don't know, just shoot something. Maybe a scene at the end or something where they have to train Batgirl, or leading off to the Batgirl movie. Since we're talking about the Bat family now, let's talk a little bit about Matt Reeves' The Batman movie. Now, this picture was shared by Gotham Knights. It's a video game that's coming out that I'm definitely playing, along with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But the reason why I brought up this picture is that it's the Court of Owls. There's going to be the Court of Owls within that Gotham Knights game. But because this is about Ping Pong Flix and not Ping Pong Games, Blu-ray Angel, who shared his friend's information that saw the test screening for the Batman, shared this very cryptic tweet here. And I think you know what this means. Yeah, that's Robert Pattinson's Batman, and also a picture of the exact picture of Court of Owls that Gotham Knights shared, which actually confirms a lot of the rumors from before that the Court of Owls will actually be part of the Batman saga. And I'm saying saga because the Batman will definitely lead on to more sequels of this gigantic story that possibly revolve around the Court of Owls. Now, the Court of Owls is like the secret society, a crime group, the Illuminati of Gotham City, if you will, which is why I'm thinking Court of Owls is behind the scenes, putting it all together, and maybe the final confrontation in the end of this trilogy, or however long this Batman saga is going to be. And since we're talking about the Batman, Apparently, Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves were seen in Burbank, California, on the Warner Brothers lot, even with their trailer with the signature Vengeance, which is the production title they use for the Batman. So I don't think they are shooting any additional scenes for the Batman. I think why they're there is to shoot scenes for DC Fandome. Let's talk about a possible Wonder Woman cameo. Gal Gadot, also known as Wonder Woman, also known as Diana Prince, was seen in Warner Brothers Studios Leavesden today. She shared on Instagram her giving flowers to a person named Sue. Sue Casey is a costume standby to Miss Gadot for Wonder Woman 1984, which there are different possibilities for this, not going to lie. The first thing I'm going to say is maybe this is just for DC Fandome. Even though Wonder Woman 3 doesn't actually have a panel at DC Fandome. But you never know, they could release some secret panels for DC Fandome that weren't listed before. But because she's in Warner Brothers Studios Leavesden, we could also kind of guess that it could possibly be for either the Flash movie or Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Both of those films are also in Leavesden. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if she ends up in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I could certainly see how that could go, especially when she's like this archaeologist and she knows a lot of things. She's been around for a long time. Maybe Arthur Curry shows up to her museum and says, hey, can you help me find the Lost Kingdom or something like that? That'd be pretty cool, just for a little bit. Or most likely, she could probably appear in The Flash. You know she's there, except on a bus. But there were rumors from before that she was going to cameo in the Flash movie. Maybe the Flash helps with the Justice League doing something before going on his little adventure. Then yeah, that would be pretty cool to see Wonder Woman there. And just think about it. Ben Affleck's gonna be on set for the Flash this September, this month. And with rumors that Henry Cavill's gonna show up too, are we going to get another Trinity scene with them? Whoa, that would be insane. Now this is all speculation and we're just having a discussion here. I can't help but think that Andy Muschietti wouldn't jump at the opportunity to get the Trinity together one more time in his Flash film, which would be the reason why she needs Sue Casey to be a costume standby for her. Maybe she'll appear in both films. What if she appears in Aquaman and Lost Kingdom and the Flash movie? Now, yesterday I talked about Ben Affleck's Batman and how Giant Freaking Robot says that that will be his last role, the Flash movie, which kind of bummed me out, even though I didn't quite trust that article fully, and maybe it's my own bias because I want to see him continue. I could totally understand if Ben Affleck doesn't want to do it anymore, if that's what he chooses. But Scoot, who works in the film industry, had this thing to say, and I thought it was quite intriguing. Ben Affleck is not married to Batman role. If the next 5 offers are SHIT scripts, he will say no. If he digs it and thinks it will work in his schedule, he'll come back, like he's already done now with Flash. Now before, I thought that the Flash movie was like his last one contract where he gets to be Batman. But I still like what he said here, only because it gives Ben Affleck the option to choose which movies he wants. He's not contracted in like before, or like say, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Like, he could literally be offered a script, and if he doesn't like it, he'd say no. But if he does like it, he'd come back, which could be a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is he has a choice, the power for him to actually look at the project and says, you know what, I like it. Here's my notes. Here's what I want to do with it. Go ahead. All right, I'm in. I'll be the Batman. And the studio says, hey, you have to do this. He can say, no, I'm not going to do that. That's weird. That's not Batman-ish. I'm not going to be laying on the floor and saying something's bleeding. No, get the hell out. Now, he was obligated for Justice League on that, but I'm talking about new projects. The bad thing is that if he doesn't see anything that he likes or loves, say, for the next 5 or 10 years, he won't get to see Ben Affleck as Batman. Also, if he is saying yes to roles that he thinks he likes, then I'm wondering if they even offered the Ben Affleck Batman movie script that him and Chris Terrio turned in. But I still like this, because that means he's picking and choosing and doesn't mind becoming the Batman again. So if he's not going to appear in any more movies after The Flash, it's possibly could mean that there is no movie that he wants to be in after the Flash movie. But the fact that if they are trying to continue this DCU, that means they're not going to erase his version of the Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, etc., etc. There is a chance in the near future that he could find a script that he likes and will come back as Batman. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this Scoot tweet is making me believe is that Ben Affleck truly wants to be Batman and he's not ready to just walk away, at least not from every single role. At least I hope it's not until Michael Keaton's age when he actually comes back again. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. We don't actually know what's going to happen in the Flash movie yet, but like I said, I think this is going to be something that will definitely change the DCEU game. Whether it's good or bad, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.